Ba-ba-da-ba-ba. And Professor is here. Salutations, class, and welcome back. We will be participating in Chicksama's VTuber tournament for Blazblue CentralFiction this evening. It's probably going to be a very short run. We have a smaller selection of players here, and I assume a lot of them will be a lot more competent than some of our previous opponents. Siphon, Error, welcome. We'll be discussing a little bit of strategy before we get into the match, and, well, who knows what we'll do afterwards. Might be more dead cells, or maybe we'll just go back to a little bit of labbing, or maybe some public lobbies with BBCF. I am already here in the training room, because I've needed to practice a couple of bread and butters just before we begin. Alright, we'll discuss strategy. Make sure I have my Discord open on the side first. We absolutely cannot afford to miss our call for Tourney. Oh boy, our very first match is versus Jim. And he's a very, very good player. So, well, I'm gonna get the snot kicked out of me, that's what's gonna happen. But, it will always be a fun experience. So, I've been practicing a lot of my combos, and the reason why we're practicing on Platinum here as a bit of an oddball character is because she is one of the smaller characters in the game. We could also use, say, Carl. But a lot of these smaller characters are generally more difficult to combo on, and I don't think Blazblue has specific character weights, so you don't have to account for gravity in most of your combos, mostly hitbox sizes, of which the smaller characters are going to be more difficult to deal with. Now, in terms of mid-screen B&Bs, I'm pretty sure I'm set in stone. Ah, barely missed that one. Well then. Make haste. Reset ourselves to neutral. Let's try it with my good side first. Although, of course, I'm going to completely forget how I'm supposed to be announcing my moves if I'm speaking while I'm attempting to perform them. Siphon, Error, how are you two doing tonight? There we go. From about halfway through the stage, we can get corner carried into the very furthest corner. And so, basically, that's just the most reliable combo we can get if we land a 5BB in neutral. We will need to get the spacing just perfect. What time is it for BC? It is currently just coming up on 6 p.m. CST. I usually set my stream times for CST, and if we do have relatively alternate stream times that you'd like to see, let me know. I can stream basically any time on the weekends, not so much during the weekdays, but Saturday and Sunday I can definitely look into different time schedules. I'm mostly doing the 6 p.m. CST slot as that seems to be the most reliable. I mean, you know you have to be consistent, so that is a reliable time slot, and everyone knows to expect me at this time, roughly, on every day, even if I don't have an announcement for a stream up too soon. Although I will be getting back into making schedules, as I'm no longer going to be quite so busy and hopefully not quite as sick. Ah, we missed our combo there. So, the deal with Kagra's stance attacks, you'll see how he can go into stance in mid-air. But when you use his stance attacks, he will drop down onto the floor, 7 p.m., so it's only... So EST, right. EST, okay. Eastern Coast. Is there a time that works better for you on the weekends? Because another way I could grow my viewer base is to stream at different times. Cat, you are being rambunctious. You are hereby banned from the room. Not while I'm streaming, you little rascal. I shall return here in a moment. We have our first ping. Let's see what's going on. Alright, looks like they're making the settlements. And we will be starting the tournament very soon. To be honest, it's probably just you with your sleep schedule. Everyone you know says you go to sleep pretty early. Hey, that's much healthier than what I do. On the weekends, I usually go up until 3, sometimes even 4 a.m. I've been trying lately to adopt a healthier sleep schedule. In fact, I pulled an all-nighter last night, but I could only last until about noon before I immediately fell asleep. I'd still be up if I didn't have a tourney to prepare for. Okay, so that does work. It's a little bit of an issue. Alright, I think we have the mid-screen combos just fine. We'll just need to make sure we actually get the conversions on them just any time. And the good thing with Kagura is he has, once you understand the inputs between them, relatively intuitive combo routes. I don't necessarily have to start with all of the 5BB nonsense. I can get started with, say, a big 5C button, and still get plenty of corner carry off of that. So the issue I've been having is with the corner combos. It seems I've neglected to remember the timing. After the sonic boom, go ahead and watch this. And right there. There's a follow-up attack I can do afterwards, but I usually seem to forget the timing on that input, and is very, very strict. Right there is a window there that we can get that to combo. But I've had a lot of trouble getting that to land lately. Sheikah, welcome, and thank you for the encouragement. Unfortunately, it seems since the last time we played, it seems I've forgotten the timing on my corner B&B, so I might have to go for a slightly less optimized combo. We do have a smaller selection of entrants this time, Sheikah, so it might be a bit more difficult for me to get up there. Also, my first match is against Chim, if the bracket was just refreshed. Looks like the stream is going live. Indeed, first opponent I am up against is Chim, so things are gonna be a little bit of a problem here. The critically acclaimed Bullet Main. Hey, I haven't even fought him in BBCF yet, so I don't know what to expect. Yep, seems I'm not actually going to be landing that, so instead we're going to go for something derivative of our usual mid-screen combo. This should be a lot easier to land. Nope, we are going for 5 DC. How's your hitbox transition? I've had a very good time fighting a number of other players online in Strive, since basically I have exclusively trained BBCF with the Mixbox. It's going a lot better here, but I did try going online yesterday with the Mixbox on GG Strive, and I do well up until the point I have pressure being put on me. Then I start forgetting a lot of my button inputs. I usually don't have my muscle memory quite in yet. So that one's going to be generally a lot easier to do in a corner combo and give us roughly the same amount of damage. The issue is we need to make sure we get the spacing on that perfect, as it's a little weird trying to get the 5DC into a flash kick and then make sure that we can get the Kadomos with the proper timing afterwards. You'll see that Kagura turns around after he gets the launch off the flash kick there. He turns around for Kadomos, but they still get launched towards the wall. That is usually what we want to look for. That is the indication that we have timed our flash kick perfectly, and he should turn around but still knock the opponent towards the corner. Kind of a weird situation. 5DC here is one of our most important attacks, and very good mid-combo, but the interesting thing is that it side switches, but it is cancelable into a flash kick, so at max range and under the right conditions, you can actually keep your opponent on the same side. So a lot of our combos basically focus on trying to get our opponent as far as possible to actually land that hit, so wrong one. Right there. You'll see that he turns around for the Kadomos, but still launches them forward, which means that we have gotten the exact perfect spacing. That combo setup you'll see it basically hits them with the very tip of the 5DC here. And that's what most of our combos do, is they try to set us up into a perfectly spaced 5DC and then into a flash kick. A lot of Kagura's routes kind of converge onto a lot of the same patterns. You'll see a lot of fighting games do that with their characters. Did you ever watch Reincarnated as a Slime? Unfortunately, I actually don't watch anime, so that one I'm completely unfamiliar with. It also sounds like an isekai, which as a rule I generally don't like. Why in the world is it a perfectly spaced 5B? Which move are you talking about? D. D5B. You mean the 5DC, this one? That's DC, not B. Your stance? Yeah, this is a 5DC. It's one of our best damaging tools. Raw 1244 damage or whatever. 1204. We're not gonna get the damage reading on single hits. Let's go ahead and fix that real quick. Damage display. There we go. 800. Command grab. 1500, but that is a command grab, that's not a combo tool. 1000. 1376, but that is a combo ender. It's very difficult to get an E hit after this one. You'll see that they tech out immediately, so basically the only way you can follow that one up is with a flash kick. So the reason we're so concerned with 5DC here is it's just a very good high damage move to use in the middle of a combo, but it's difficult to set up except for under certain specific combo routes, and it does side switch. Generally a lot of our combos focus on just trying to get that set up because that leads into flash kick, Kadomos, then we can pick up with 3C, and finish our combo like that. 3000 damage, very solid. Oh boy. Once again, I am going to be on stream and everyone gets to watch me be destroyed. Why is it for every one of these tournaments I'm always the first match to be spectated? I arrive. Alright then, Chim. Let's get started. Chim is a beast. I've taken sets off his Happy Chaos, but I don't think I'm gonna end up fighting his, Kai ever again since he switched to a different character. Knowing how competent he is, I'm definitely going to be having trouble with his Happy Chaos in the future. Thank you, Siphon and Seligman. Oh no! Bracket's having issues. What's going on here? No, it still looks the same on my end. What's going on here? Once again, we have scuffed Tourney setups. Right now we have some fellows arguing in Discord. We're going to make sure that this is... I'm going to wait another confirmation. Alright, so we do have an updated and finalized bracket. Let's take a look in here. I am still fighting Chim. Okay. Alright. Good luck to me then, Chim is an absolute beast. So, let's hope this works. As long as I can take a round off of him, I should be good. Waiting for that match to pass to me. It's going to pass to... Okay, there we go. Off topic, but you're thinking of getting Dead Cells on your PlayStation since your PC broke. Aww, that's sad to hear. Good thing about indie games is they're usually very easy to port to other systems. And Dead Cells on PlayStation, it's also on Switch and on mobile, so it's available everywhere. Waiting for the opponent to confirm entry. Alright, Chim. I've got a little bit of patience. I absolutely recommend Dead Cells, and since the new DLC is out and the couple of streams I've been doing have actually garnered a lot of views on YouTube, it seems like actually making my content searchable without the so special, unique, witty titles, and instead just calling it directly what it is, Dead Cells new DLC stream, seems to be doing a lot better for the search results. So, I might actually be doing a lot of Dead Cells streaming this week. Waiting for the opponent to confirm entry still. I hope Jim's okay. Still waiting. And there we go. Alright, Chim, let's see how we go. Allegedly a bullet player, I still haven't fought him. So I don't know his habits yet. Yeah, Dead Cells doesn't sound like it'll be very good on mobile. That's gonna be interesting. I haven't tried it myself. Don't particularly look forward to doing that. All my Dead Cells will be on PC. Or, should I ever travel frequently, I might get it on Switch. Oh, great. Lobbies are hurting us once again. Okay. Lobbies are still not quite perfect for this game. Rock and roll. I still love that title. Manly, manly man. Of course, you know, Professor here is the peak of masculinity. Now, allow me to perform scientific analysis on my opponent. Got that already, huh? Get that flash kick opening. Ooh, got him. Better not mash. Frame trap. This game's been out since roughly 2015, I believe. Got him. Rock and roll. Well, glad to know I somewhat know what I'm doing. I'm surprised. I was expecting to go 0-2. Indeed. Kagura can be very, very scary if you know how to mix up your opponent. In fact, that's actually why I play him, is because he has so many mix-up opportunities. Rock and roll. I'm bad when I'm under pressure, but my opponent doesn't know all the block strings yet. A lot of his attacks so far have been simple and mostly a couple of mids. This is a grappler character we're fighting, which should utilize a lot more command grabs, so Chim still seems to learn his character a lot, which seems to be the case here. Try that again. Hans Vogel, welcome. We're participating in Shikama's VTuber tournament for Blazblue. Having our first match here, and we're trying to fight the lobby. Hopefully the training room will not have too much going on and would be easy to load into. And please work this time, please work. I'm astonished. I don't know why the lobbies have been having so many issues with some players, but not with others. Try restarting your game, we have the recommendation. Alright, I'll do that real quick. Since we're having so many connection issues. It was fresh when we got in. I don't know why we were having so many issues when the match was trying to load. Sign in. Join our lobby here. How you doing, Hans? You a fan of Blazblue, or did you just happen to randomly stumble across this channel? And Professor is back in. And here's Jim. Let's rock. That seemed to load in a bit faster that time, so I'm thinking it's going to work. Please, please let it work. Let it happen. Yeah, this is very much a public test moment. Lots of testing being done. Relatively unsuccessful. What could be disrupting us so much? It should be first to 2 here. So if I win again, that should be it for what we're doing with these. Alright, we'll be starting a new lobby then. Yeah, it's, best of 3, first to 2. So either I win again, or then Chim wins again, and then it's match point. And then usually, for a lot of these tournaments, once you get to the winner's bracket, the very last few matches, those are usually 3 out of 5. So those matches will be longer. They want to get as many matches out of the way out of the early game as possible, since we'll have a lot of people fighting simultaneously. Oh, please work. Come on, I wanna rock. Please, please. Drum roll for suspense. Ah. Alright, we'll consult the Discord, make sure we can try to get this working. Router security. Do you play any mobile games? I am slowly trying to phase them out of my life. Only one I'm still basically playing is, Touhou Lost Word, and that's just because it's a Touhou gacha. That's really the only reason. I'm not a big mobile game player. If I'm away from home, that's really the only time I can play a mobile game. And if I'm not at home, I'm usually busy. There's not much time in which I am idle outside of my house and free and open for recreation. Yeah, not a mobile gamer. Coliseum Silent or Altar. Okay. Oh, no, you picked... you didn't pick the net play stage. They were decently good 8 or 6 years ago, but then everyone started to be less creative. Mobile games have, well, I'd say gaming in general seems to be complacent the past few years, roughly for that same period of time. Come on, please. So, how are we working then? Net play. Try off stream, and if it still does. Okay. So we're just gonna do a match off stream then. Create room. 1. Was the game servers always this bad? So what has happened here is the game has set up a networking patch. Hold on. Copy link address. So it's not servers doing the matchmaking here. It is peer-to-peer, essentially. And the netcode still needs a little bit of work. Alright. Please. Please let it happen. And this time, I better be the one picking the stage. Don't mash bullet, please. Where is it? Should be Coliseum Silent. Auto-select music. It might be specific stages. We did actually fight successfully on Coliseum, so this might be just what we have to do. Hey, we have it. Well, allegedly it is some issue with Chin. We will start with a backdash, 2C. Good bait on the flash kick there. That's a frame trap. Noted. We're not gonna go ahead and try too hard on this round, as we're already quite a bit further behind. Alright, try it again. Alright, so he knows how to deal with our flash kicks now. Okay, mashing. We're not gonna deal with that. Got us in the backdash, I see. Overhead. Okay. Alright, 1-1. Let's give it another go. So we see a lot of jumping on the start. We can definitely fit in a lot more 6Cs, which work as a generally good anti-air. We'll also need to watch out for more overheads, as that's generally what he's trying. Fewer flash kicks, as he's going to be a lot more cautious with his block strings, and that's the issue that we've had up to this point. Alright, posture check. I don't know why it gets set to 144p. It might be an issue of the fact that I'm trying to do for a low delay stream here. Really? That's a strike invincible command grab, huh? Really? Drop the combo like that? not letting this be lost yet. That is a mid and then a low. Okay, rob that one. We should be good to go. That should be minus, but I went for a not very quick attack to punish it with. Mashing, again. And the overhead again. It's so hard to read those in this game. Alright, what are we looking at here? Very good anti-air. Completely immune to aerial attacks, it looks like. Very good match, very good match. Mashing. And we might have lost this one because of that interaction. Is that plus? That one's gonna miss. Yep, and because of that, I lose that match. And the set. Darn. That was such a good one. Alright, so... match reporting. Indeed. Seems we've been robbed by the connection issues. Put Xander on tilt, why don't you? It's the only way I'll be able to be stopped. So, now we will check the bracket once again, and see where we end up. No, Xander lost. It was a very, very close set, but I dropped my combo at the very end, and lost because of it. That doesn't mean we're out though, this is double elimination, so we still have a chance to go through loser's bracket. Alright, let's start up another room for our next match. Copy link address. Darn, I was having very high hopes for that one. Oh well. I'll just need to practice more for next time, next few matches. We are now waiting on our next opponent in loser's bracket. Indeed, here we are. Oh boy. Another Naruto player. And a lot of matches under your belt. Alright, this is going to be quite a bit of trouble for us. I just had to see that. I might not be streaming long after the tournament. I do have some things I was looking to attend to. Depends. And here we go. Get the side switch on him. And wake up super. Alright. And break your trademark, indeed. Not taking that. Oh, he has a dodge. I've never actually fought a Naruto before. There's the DP. Flash kick. Robbed with a flash kick, as always. One thing I need to focus on is meter management. I need to make sure I get that meter actually used. Because as it stands, most of my combos don't actually use my supers. And I don't rapid cancel. Ah, I thought I could have got him at that range. But the dash cancels, of course. And there's the throw. Perfect. Alright, round 2. Let's try that again. I think we do have a chance. I just need to focus up. So, a lot of our C buttons are just going to be incredibly slow. We'll need to be very careful with that. The dodge is interesting. I knew he had DPs, but I didn't know he had dodges to use. So I'll have to play around that accordingly. I don't think we need to deal with that for too long. Not dealing with that. Alright, so whenever we throw out a projectile, we need to be ready to dodge. Or he'll be dodging. And the overheads. Always gotta watch for those. Invincible. Okay. News to be learned. This game is missing so much. At least Chrono Phantasma had an English dub and unlimited characters. I haven't had too much experience with Blazblue, so I don't know. Hold on. DP. Okay. DP comes out. Be ready to grab him. Oh, perfect spacing on that. This is my first Blazblue game, indeed. And we are currently participating in a VTuber tournament. Perfect dodge. Flash kick. And you didn't block. Yeah, it was very difficult trying to see which game it was I was supposed to pick up, with all the names being so similar. DP. Mainly I play Strive on this channel, though I'm mostly a Guilty Gear fan. There's the super. Ah, missed the flash kick. We need to know block strings in order to actually deal with that. And that leaves us 0 and 2 for the tourney. With 2 close matches, so ultimately I just need to get in as much practice as possible. That's really the change that we need to make. Sheikah, are you still around? Looking for any matches? In fact, I am kind of tempted to boot up Strive right now, but maybe not so much. Darn, 0-2, robbed in both cases by such a close match. Although mostly Blazblue functions as a knowledge check, the fighting game. So there's a lot more knowledge we need to be checking. Our block strings also failed, as I tended to autopilot into 2DA from 6DC very often. So, now that we're done with the tournament, yeah, Sheikah, let's go ahead, let's do a few sets. I'll set up another room. And you know what? While we're here, pop this down here in the bottom right corner. Internal error. Okay, try that again. Let me just post that directly into my... Ah, never mind. We had it work. Alright then. Let's get rockin'. Mostly, I need to work on neutral. That's my biggest issue that I have with this character, and the thing I need to practice the most. Yeah, let's leave it on Coliseum, since that seems to be the net play stage, the only one that works. Rocket again. 232 MS. And yet it still works like a charm across the globe. Very good, Pink Jubei. Got him. Send one of these out. Almost. Should have frame trap with 5DA. Was that a card grab, or does he just have a very good dash for that? This is a robbery, hands up. Looks like I've finally taken a round off of you, Sheikah. Now that I know a little bit of how to do my neutral. Ah, almost. Set up a projectile. Always air dashing out of the corner, as always. Ah, and I tried the flash kick. I think that wasn't long enough of a charge, though. That might be the issue. And now I'm going to remember every time you're in the corner I'm going to 6C. Haha, you were not robbed. You just never stood a chance, Sheikah. Is this the Xander you were looking for, a lot more smug? You see, I picked up your habit, Sheikah. All I have to do is get you into the corner once and then 6C you on wake up every single time. It's the same thing in Accent Core. When you're cornered, you try to air dash out. Which is why I kept going for the grabs. Hey, guess what time it is? Time for Fafnir. Got him. I'm figuring it out, Sheikah. You're not going to be winning so much anymore, are you? Counter hits everywhere. And got grabbed. I tried flash kicking it. I had just the wrong timing. You want to see what a robbery looks like? That's it right there. Flash kick. Get me out of this corner. Rapid cancel and you still don't block. That's the entire purpose of making it safe, isn't it? You're not just trying to be plus when you don't deserve it. And projectile goes out. Now that was a robbery. Of course I tried to astral finish you. I deserved it. I deserved that win. You know I'm kidding. Well, I'm just gonna have to adapt after all, with so much to learn in this game. There's so much more for me to eventually be doing to you. Funny how in a lot of fighting games, being knocked down actually is such a powerful state to be in, when it's quite the opposite in a real-life fight. Seems Coliseum Silent is the only one that will work. I hope that wasn't an issue on my end. Really hope I'm not the reason that those tournament matches versus Chim didn't work.
The wheel of fate is turning. Level 1. Action.
Ah, that was supposed to be a DP. Not letting yourself get robbed, are you? I guess that isn't gonna work like that. Alright, nice one, Sheikah. Get me out of this corner, I'm not doing this again. Not so fast. Okay, I just need to 6C every time you're air dashing over that. Got it. Running out of barrier, I don't really need it right now. Ah, these charge moves are such an issue. If I don't know your block strings, I don't know when I can actually interrupt my charge. And then I'm forced to block the entire time afterwards, just to build up that charge again. Alright, I see you've warmed up, Sheikah. You're doing quite well for yourself. Rock and roll. I love this game. I'm very glad to be picking it up. I'll have to do a lot more streams for it. There's some fancy tech you want to do with 446. Really? A backdash tech? Does Jubei have a unique backdash? Unless that's an input I don't know about. I don't yet know a bunch of this stuff about this game. Mostly it's me trying to figure out what everyone's block strings are. Sort of what you'd expect from a game like this. Interesting. So you've got backdash cancels or some other backdash shenanigans to do, which is what I do with Slayer. Oh, that was some rollback. Send this out. He's gonna air dash. Get me out of this. Ah, just barely missed my flash kick. Which is exactly what I was shooting for. Did we get him? Sure, just throw out a super neutral. That's an excellent idea. Ooh, nice counter. Send out the projectile. 6C on his air dash, so we'll have to be a bit further back when that happens. Just cause 6C is a very slow button to come out. Got him. You know, a friend told me that 2DA is basically Greed Sever on crack, but it doesn't nearly have the range that Greed Sever does. I mashed, and I'm specifically going to route my block strings to prevent that from happening. What's very fun about the pressure that Kagura can do is he can call out very specific options. He has high immune attacks, mid immune, and low immune attacks. So if you call out the right button from your opponent, you get to absolutely destroy them. With him being such a big damage character overall, means he can basically 3-touch your opponent in most situations. Why is it that every time I get a good combo started, you burst? That would have been such a good 6cc too. Send out another projectile. Don't always route into that. I'm gonna start flash kicking at the times that you'll be leaving yourself open. That's why Chim won that fight. There we go. Perfect. So we are not going to use the... We are not going to use that as a zoning, or as a approach tool. We'll use it as a zoning tool. And when he inevitably air dashes over the projectile, we're going to 6C that. Cross up catching my attempt to barrier in the other direction. Genius. There you go. Perfect. Good jump. That was actually where 6C would have been a better option. Oh, not quite. And there we go. The tallest anti-air in the game. Probably the tallest hitbox overall. Which button there is it that you blocked? We can't air block normally in this game, remember that. You'll notice I'm using barrier a lot, and that's because you have plenty of it to spare. Only way you can block attacks in the air is if you use barrier. Yeah, it's like plus R. You can only block if you are using barrier in the air. And barrier is only a single input in this game as opposed to just any two buttons in the other Guilty Gear. Get in that corner. Nice rapid cancel. Cross up. What was that for a robbery? And I'm trying to armor through this. Almost. Hi 3PO, how are you doing? Doing great, we went 0-2 in the tourney, got robbed very quickly by connection issues. Right now I'm just having a few matches versus our friend Sheikah here. Get that out there. Nice backdash. Okay, you got the punish. You're gonna have to do that a lot less carelessly now. Such a weird anti-air. Using your jackhound, huh? And I couldn't punish that at all. Darn. Nice one. So something I definitely need to work on is using 5A more. I barely ever use that button. But for something with 5 frames, that's going to be exceptional for us to be using as a punish tool. I actually haven't labbed You were hoping I'd press something. Well, I'm gonna look for a good opportunity to flash kick more than anything else. Kagura's buttons are pretty slow for the most part, and I'm not gonna mash if I don't have to. In fact, in most cases, I am looking to just patiently block until I see a window good enough for me to throw in a flash kick there.
The wheel of fate is turning. Rebel 1. Action.
Here we go. Okay, not letting that happen. I probably didn't need that burst, but I needed a little bit of breathing room. Ultimately, that's what it came down to. See that conversion? Read the jump and still didn't get the hitbox I needed. More flash kick robbery. Robberies. Yeah, I don't have to respect anything if I have a flash kick. Remember, I play characters designed to rob people. So I'm not going to respect your plus button if I don't have to. I think in a moment we might afford to put on some different tunes. It's coming up on dinner time. I might only have enough for a few more matches. I keep seeing it. But it's such a bizarre button. Not dealing with that. I knew it was coming and I didn't even have enough time to block. Ah, so close. So close.
続きといくか。
リベル2アクション。
Not letting that happen. I'm not getting robbed with this one. Phew. Uh-uh. Uh-uh.
3アクション。
And again, you have to barrier block if it's a grounded attack that hits you in the air. No, I think that's because I actually hit you with the 6C while you were blocking. I didn't see the barrier graphics, so I think that was actually just the fact that the 6C there is air unblockable, unless you barrier. The lighter version of his 2 flash kicks is also completely air unblockable, and I think that even counts if you use barrier.
カブラムツキ。
Nice set of matches here. Having fun. Now it's a bit more even, and I'm eager to play.
リベル1アクション。カウンター。
I'm gonna guess that the overhead is plus there. Maybe I should just start mashing in general. 5A whenever that's coming out, or I'm expecting it. Okay, should have pressed the button earlier.
悪いな。通してもらうぞ。
10名ウィン。
More airtight block strings, got it. And I think whenever I see you jumping, I might just try doing 5DC instead. Instead, as that should interrupt any of your attacks to hit me from above.
フラムツキ 10名
I think I'm gonna do 3 more. It's almost dinner time, and I should definitely grab something for myself.
悪い安心しろ少しだけ待って
The Wheel of Fate is turning リベル
Jubei is not very happy that I'm consorting with foxwomen.
引き返すなら今のうちだぞ
Excellent.
リベルアクション
Go ahead, set up a flash kick. And okay, we're gonna need to basically 5 DC after that now. Nice one. I should definitely use Overdrive more in neutral, as opposed to using it as a burst. Really? I thought I teched that. Oh well. I still need to get used to a lot of the system mechanics in this game. They don't feel very intuitive to me. Yeah. So that was for 2/1 low. Noted. I'll try to look out for that one. It's mostly just trying to learn block strings in this game so far.
次の患者さんはどなたかしら10名神楽むつき
There's a lot of techniques I need to pick up. Mostly it's block strings that I'm trying to figure out.
悪い
The Wheel of Fate is turning リベル1アクションカウンター
Nice one. And I could have rapid canceled that.
本気で来て構わんぞ
I wonder what my options are after that. Oh goodness, I'm turning into Broham. I'm gonna be saving up RCs just to make flash kicks safe. This is why I don't play characters with reversals most of the time. Teaches you some very bad habits. Nice. You're actually mixing things up a lot more, Sheikah. I'm noticing that. Proud of you. Yep, and that's exactly how you're needing to beat me. Because the more windows I have, the more I'm gonna try to flash kick. Last one. Let's make it a very good set, Sheikah. Been an absolute pleasure sparring with you this evening. Ah, welcome back, Siphon. You are just in time for our final match of the night. We are cleaning up on the stream and we will definitely be taking it offline after this. Alright, make it one that counts. Chun-Li knockoff there. That was an attempt to barrier. And that was also an attempt to barrier. Not enough time to throw in the armor. Got it. Nice grab. And a nice finish. Very good. Is there wake-ups in this game? Like you're in a combo you can break out. There is a burst option, like in other anime fighting games, and a couple of characters do have meterless reversals. My character technically does, but since his is a charge input, he can't do it out of attack. Yeah, there's a lot more defensive options in this game. Interestingly enough, you can also combo into a grab, and it gives your opponent a longer tech window. It's a very interesting setup. GG, Sheikah. Thank you for your attendance. So, we've been robbed of a couple of tournament matches tonight, mostly by connection issues. But we have something to know for in the future. It looks like we'll have to remain on net play stages for the foreseeable future. I'm definitely going to be playing a lot of Blazblue, and right now, I'm trying to gauge how much of the week I'm wanting to spend on doing fighting game related things. So, not sure about anything happening on Sunday, but coming next week, are there any OP characters? There's only like 3 unviable characters in this game, and there's a good few which are definitely top tier. The biggest issue that I hear a lot of people complaining about is Izanami. That character just doesn't let you play the game, for what I know. Sheikah might have a better answer for this one. Sheikah, is there anyone you know that's generally better? Carl is another person, the puppet fighter. Yeah, Ribcage. Ribcage is a very big problem with Izanami. Yeah, there's not really any easy win characters. A lot of the better characters are the harder ones to learn, which I think is actually a very good way to balance things out. If you put in that much work, you should be rewarded for it. Funnily enough, what's going on, Sheikah? What's with Jubei's met? Surprisingly balanced, interesting. I know there's a lot of characters, especially in Brawl, that only work really because they have good matchups against the better characters. Very interesting how it turns out. Hmm. I might try to do a stream tomorrow. Chances are, more than likely, it's not going to happen. But next week, we will be starting Inscription, since I shouldn't be sick. And we will also be getting into, what's it called? More Dead Cell streams. I'll try to see if we can do some more fighting game streams during the week, as I'd like to get back to those regularly, but finding a good time for those is a little awkward. I need to get in time with, Guilty Gear Strive using the Mixbox as well. Yeah, the characters that are the best aren't easy wins. They definitely require a lot of work to be put in. So, surprisingly, the game actually remains pretty balanced, even though it hasn't been touched in years by the developers. Who knows? Maybe there's a chance that could change sometime in the future. But it is Saturday evening. Thank you everyone for your attendance. Class is dismissed. Good night. Or good morning to all of you. More Blazblue, more Guilty Gear overall. I want to stream more. I just need to have the time for it.